back to my channel. My name is Danielle, for those of you who are brand new around here, and I love to talk all about affordable living and intentional homemaking. And today on the channel, I am super duper excited because we are about to start fall decorating. It's taken me a little bit because we just recently moved, and it took me quite a while to actually figure out where my fall decor boxes landed, but I finally grabbed a hold of them. I found them. I've got everything organized, and I'm really ready to get our living room decorated for the fall season. Besides Christmas, decorating for fall is probably one of my most favorite things to do because there's just so many warm colors and tones and textures that you kind of get to mix together and to create this cozy, nice, snuggly space for your family. It's absolutely one of my favorite things to do all year long. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. So starting off in the corner of my living room, I actually kind of wanted to start by showing you our buffet setup over here. I have not showed this yet in our living room. I've mentioned this a few times, but we're sort of doing a living room, dining room combination. I am personally calling it the entertaining room because we can have a family game night in here. We can play cards. We can do a puzzle on one side of the room, but we can also just relax on the couch and watch a movie. There's so many options, so much fun stuff to do. So if you have not caught my other two living room videos, not only is this going to be a fall decorate with me, but this is also kind of part 3 and the final part of the series of me organizing and putting together my entire living room in our beautiful new farmhouse. And I absolutely love the beautiful colors of fall as they are sort of accented and highlighted all over the living room space, really all throughout the house, but in this particular video we're focusing on the living room. And specifically what I think is so fun about fall is all of the different textures and colors and blends that you can place together to really put together a gorgeous, picturesque space. I absolutely love the more neutral tones that come along with the fall time. I was never always a big kind of orange and brown fan, but I've really gravitated to it over the years, and I really do love the warmth that the orangey browny colors sort of bring to my space in the fall season. And I also wanted to do a little bit different stuff with color this year, and I decided that I did want to incorporate some nice greens and some royal blues in my decorating for fall this year. I had a couple of pieces that had both terracotta orangey brown as well as blue within them, and that's really what gave me the concept and the basis for all of my designs. So I'm doing a lot of this blue transferware, not just here in my living room, dining room space, but also in my kitchen as well. That is going to be next week, so definitely subscribe and come back next week if you love all of the fall decorating. But I am adding terracotta because I love terracotta in the fall. It used to be my major spring accent, and then just about, I think it was just last year maybe, I started using it in my fall decor as well, and I think that it has such a gorgeous fall tone to it. I mixed in these gorgeous thrifted salt and pepper shakers with the blue Home Sweet Home, and I really feel like this kind of brings everything together, as well as some stunning glassware that I had gotten from Amazon. I will have that link below if you're interested in it, but it also has these nice green and blue and tan textures in the glassware as well, so it really just married all of the colors together. Again, I really like to have different textures mixed together, so I like the terracotta with the naturalness of the pumpkins, with the china, with the glass, with the string that I also put in there. All of the different textures mixed together create such a beautiful picture, and I love thrifting all of my items to create beautiful vignettes. Now, yes, I did mention that I just got something from Amazon, but the bulk of everything on this tier tray so far has been thrifted, and each piece has been such a beautiful added item to my collection. This apple baker in particular was actually one of the items that made me want to have that whole clay, terracotta, but royal blue mixture feel. It's really what I was basing a lot of this design off of, as well as this gorgeous brown and blue mug that I grabbed when I was thrifting last fall. I love all of these designs and textures put together, like I said earlier, and I really love sticking some stoneware with some ceramics, with the gorgeous cozy dish towel underneath. All of it really builds a picturesque picture. Now, I have to say that one of the things that I enjoy about decorating is not sticking with my first concept and idea, because sometimes I'll put things in there and they just don't do what I want them to do. So for instance, I had 2 candles in the bottom section of this 3-tiered tray, and it was not working for me at all. So I decided to kind of mix things around. And I knew that I wanted all of these pieces here, but I just could not find the right design, style, vibe until I leaned the apple baker up on its end, and it really highlighted the colors outward instead of just down. It wasn't just a flat item, but it gave some gorgeous height in the background. That was like the perfect combination of all of the different colors, and I really loved how this entire tier tray came together. It's beautiful, and it is one of my favorites so far in my kind of fall put items together. In the past, this was always in my kitchen. This tiered tray and the buffet as well were always in my kitchen, so I had more kitchen-esque items on the tiered tray for the longest time, like wooden spoons and whatnot, but I really wanted to try to push myself out of my comfort zone and put some things that were not just for the kitchen, but some other fun items as well in this space. And then of course I rounded it off with my personal touch, which is this gorgeous picture of me and my boys last fall when we were getting some family photos done. Switching around over to my china hutch, I didn't want to do too much to this space because I just decorated it a couple of weeks ago and I was really enjoying what I did. So I took all of the base that I had already put there and I started working with that base in particular and decided to just switch out some of the items in the basket. So the lace is thrifted, the books that I am using for height were also thrifted, and then this gorgeous copper kettle is one of my favorite thrift finds that I've ever found. I think I got it for like $5.99 at Goodwill maybe a year or two ago, and it has just been so stunning. And then I love those really natural textures that come in with the pumpkin that is done of just twigs. This plate was given to me by my grandmom, and it's just a gorgeous brown transferware item. I wanted to finish off this space again with some personal touches. I love photographs of my family around. You're going to see that later in the video. I love photos of my family. So I have some personal touches that I added to finish off at the bottom of the hutch. And then moving up to the top of the hutch, I really wanted to add some height to this hutch. So I love this hutch so much. I got it for free on Facebook Marketplace. I will sing that till the cows come home. It is my favorite find probably ever that I've gotten from Facebook Marketplace, mainly because it was free. But in our previous home, it fit the space beautifully, and we had really tall ceilings in that house. I want to say that we had 10-foot ceilings, but I kind of feel like we have 12-foot ceilings now because this hutch in this space looks so tiny now. So I wanted to add some drama to the top of it, really kind of lengthen it, give some nice height, and I did so with some of my favorite lanterns and a gorgeous thrifted picture with a sweet little quote on it as well, and then some pics that I grabbed from Hobby Lobby last year with pumpkins on them. And I feel like all the colors really again matched the color concept that I was working with over on the buffet and really blended nice with some natural materials that all kind of worked lovely off of each other. Now I'm so excited to introduce you guys to our brand new table. I got this off of Facebook Marketplace. It cost me $275 and it was such a steal, such a win. This is an antique original Pennsylvania house wood table with the leaves, drop leaves. They're so gorgeous with the original Pennsylvania house Windsor chairs. I love them. You can see the leaves on either side make this go from such a small table all the way out to about somewhere between 7 and 8 feet long. It is going to be perfect for the holidays. And at the moment, as you see it in this kind of dining space, it's here to sort of give me a feel of what a table will feel like in this particular area, but I'm not keeping this table in this room actually. I'm going to be moving it into the kitchen. I talked about that in my last video, and if you missed that video where I redid my entire kitchen, like unpacked it, got it all set up, I will have that linked below. But this table will eventually be going in there, and I think we're going to be looking for more of a round table for this space. I think that it will fit in the area a lot better. Even though this table fits nicely, I think with both of the leaves out, it's going to be a little bit too big for this area. So we're going to move it into the kitchen. It's going to work as a gorgeous dining table in there. I can't wait to get that all set up. And then we will be on the hunt yet again for another gorgeous sort of more round table in this area, but I think it will all come together. But this sort of gives you a picture of everything that we are going for. And again, I love that all of the furniture in this space has also been thrifted as well. I love using thrifted items for decor, for furniture, for everything. I think that it makes the entire space feel so warm and cozy. I love all of the wood, and before you come at me for everything quote unquote not matching, because I've definitely gotten that in my comments before, like I said, this table is not going to stay in this room. We are going to look for more of a, what is that, oak? I think it's oak that the buffet is. The hutch is behind me in this particular clip, so that they really do match a little bit better than they currently do. But I don't even care because this furniture is so gorgeous. I love it, and it makes me feel so cozy and like exactly what would have been in here next to the wood stove hundreds of years ago. And I can literally say hundreds of years ago because this house is over 200 years old. I love it. It's so beautiful, and it's giving me so much life seeing all these warm tones in this space. I love my little centerpiece on the table here. It has got my favorite scale on it, as well as some mixed metal tones. I'm really enjoying that this year, having sort of the brass and the copper mixed together. It just gives off such a warm air, and I have my glass pumpkins kind of placed around. That is my little nod to fall without being super crazy with pumpkins absolutely everywhere. I think having a bunch of more natural material items everywhere is so beautiful. So the glass pumpkins, I have the pumpkin made of sticks, and then I have the paper mache pumpkins on my tier tray, and it is so gorgeous. And then moving on to the couch portion of the living room, we haven't hung anything up on the walls yet. We just haven't gotten there, and honestly it's because it's a little bit more of a process than our old house. But before, I would just like nail a nail into the wall and hang up some gorgeous photographs or paintings or whatever it might be. But in this house, we have all plaster walls, and I realized this after I nailed all of these photos on my wall. It kind of puts like cracks and stuff into the wall pretty easily as you are nailing a whole bunch of holes into the wall. So this is the only wall that we're going to just have like straight up nails in. And then the rest of the living room is going to have anchors and like very specific things. I don't know. My husband has picked all of these specific ways out to get all of our artwork up on the walls. But this is the only thing we have up on the walls so far. But bringing it out, bringing the family photos out and getting them back up on the wall in a gorgeous collage sort of motif look has just brought so much life back into this space. It is really starting to make it feel like home. I know a lot of people like to do gallery walls with all sort of collected fun items. And for me, those collected fun items are the picture frames. But I love having my family so close to me. Being able to see all of their gorgeous smiling faces makes me so happy. We have childhood pictures in here. We have pictures when the boys were really, really little. We have fun family trips that we've been on. Just big family photos, people that have passed that we hold so dear and love so much and miss every day. All of that fills my wall and it fills my heart, and I love a good family photo wall collage. Finishing off the fall decorating on this side of my living room, entertaining room, whatever you want to call it, I wanted to finish off with some pillows and blankets for the season. We don't use a lot of blankets during the summertime, but in the fall and winter, I love loading up the couch with tons of blankets to cozy up, watch a movie, enjoy our time as a family. And here is my sweet little helper who was so excited to hand me each and every pillow. He's so darn cute. I really love how this entire place came together, how all of not only the fall decor came together and really plays beautifully off of each other, but how much this space is giving me life in this season. It has absolutely been a labor of love to get all of my decor out, to get all of my stuff unpacked, organized, to get walls painted, to get everything organized, especially with two little toddlers running around and having so much energy. I'm so grateful to see everything come together and start to really feel like our home again. I'm not gonna lie, I think I mentioned this in my We're Moving video, but moving was hard, not just physically hard, packing everything up, getting everything taken care of. That was hard, but all of the emotions that come with leaving a space where you saw your kids take their first steps, had all of those first sort of moments as a family, as a couple, me and my husband. So being able to see this space finally come together and start to feel like home, start to feel like ours, has been absolutely amazing and such a breath of fresh air. I'm so grateful for all of you guys joining me as we are transforming our brand new home into our very own beautiful and comfortable space. I'm so grateful for you all. Please subscribe if you are brand new. If you like decorating, thrifting, home decor, homemaking, that is all the stuff that I love to make content about on a weekly basis. I post every Sunday, and I can't wait to see you guys next week for some more fall decorating. We're going to be decorating the kitchen. I hope you have an amazing week, my friends. Bye.